lest Christ should see how men their brothers maim. Indeed, it is not clear that the man who, in his own wretchedness, wrote that letter to the warder which I have reproduced, and was eager to bring about the freeing of the little children at his own cost, is far above the judge who condemned him, or the society which sanctions such punishments. The ballad of Reading Gaol, I repeat, and some pages of De Profundis, and above all the tragic fate of which these were the outcome, render Oscar Wilde more interesting to men than any of his peers. He has been indeed well served by the malice and cruelty of his enemies. In this sense his word in De Profundis that he stood in symbolic relation to the art and life of his time is justified. The English drove Byron and Shelley and Keats into exile, and allowed Chatterton, Davidson and Middleton to die of misery and destitution. But they treated none of their artists and seers with the malevolent cruelty they showed to Oscar Wilde. His fate in England is symbolic of the fate of all artists. In some degree they will all be punished as he was punished, by a grossly materialized people, who prefer to go in blinkers and accept idiotic conventions because they distrust the intellect and have no taste for mental virtues. All English artists will be judged by their inferiors and condemned, as Dante's master was condemned, for their good deeds, per tuo ben far. But it must not be thought that Oscar Wilde was punished solely or even chiefly for the evil he wrought. He was punished for his popularity and his preeminence, for the superiority of his mind and wit. He was punished by the envy of journalists and by the malignant pedantry of half-civilized judges. Envy, in his case, overleaped itself. The hate of his justices was so diabolic that they have given him to the pity of mankind forever. They it is who have made him eternally interesting to humanity, a tragic figure of imperishable renown. End of chapter 27. Recording by Martin Geeson in Haslemere, Surrey. End of Oscar Wilde, His Life and Confessions, by Frank Harris.